The year is 1846. Tensions simmer between a young, ambitious United States and a war-weary Mexico. Dreams of manifest destiny collide with fierce resistance for national sovereignty. Buckle up, history buffs, because we're about to delve into a conflict that forever changed the map of North America, the Mexican-American War. For decades, Mexico held vast territories stretching from the Rio Grande north to present-day California. But newly independent Texas, with its American settlers, declared independence in 1836. Mexico refused to recognize it, sowing the seeds of future conflict. Meanwhile, the United States was fueled by the idea of manifest destiny, the belief in its God-given right to expand westward. President James K. Polk, eager to acquire California and New Mexico, sent diplomat John Slidell to negotiate a purchase. But Mexico, facing internal political turmoil, refused to even meet with Slidell. Polk, seizing the opportunity, ordered American troops under General Zachary to occupy the disputed territory between the Nueces River and the Rio Grande. Tensions escalated. On May 9, 1846, a skirmish erupted between American and Mexican patrols near the Rio Grande. President Polk, portraying it as an invasion, dramatically declared war on Mexico. The Battle of Palo Alto, the first major battle of the war, followed shortly after. General Taylor, nicknamed Old Rough and Ready, proved a formidable leader. The Americans won victories at Palo Alto and Resaca de la Palma, pushing Mexican forces south. Mexico needed a hero. Enter Antonio López de Santa Anna, a controversial general who had once led Mexico to victory against Spain. Despite internal opposition, Santa Anna returned to power, vowing to drive the Americans back. In February 1847, Santa Anna surprised the American army led by General Zachary Taylor at Buena Vista. The outnumbered Americans held a desperate defense on a strategic hilltop, inflicting heavy casualties on the Mexican forces. Santa Anna, believing he was defeated, retreated. Meanwhile, in the west, American explorer John C. Fremont and a band of frontiersmen, alongside local California rebels, declared California an independent republic. They quickly gained control of most of the territory, facing little resistance from Mexican forces. However, whispers of a legendary Mexican general, Santa Anna, heading west to reclaim California, created a sense of unease among the American settlers. General Winfield Scott, known as Old Fuss and Feathers for his flamboyant style, wasn't one for traditional land invasions. He devised a daring plan, a surprise amphibious assault on Veracruz, Mexico's main port on the Gulf Coast. The success of this audacious maneuver would determine the fate of Mexico City and the war itself. The final showdown for Mexico City came at the Battle of Chapultepec. Here, a young and inexperienced Mexican army, including heroic cadets, defended Chapultepec Castle, a strategic point overlooking the city. The battle raged for hours, a desperate fight against overwhelming odds. Would the bravery of these young defenders be enough to hold back the American tide? The war was a brutal affair. Thousands of lives were lost on both sides, leaving scars that would take generations to heal. Back in the United States, the conflict became increasingly divisive. The issue of slavery in the newly acquired territories became a firebrand, threatening to tear the nation apart. Would the spoils of war ultimately lead to the fracturing of the United States itself? In 1848, the Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo officially ended the war. Mexico ceded a vast amount of land, forever altering the map of North America. This territory would fuel future westward expansion and shape the future of the United States. However, the seeds of discord sown by the war over slavery wouldn't be easily contained. They would continue to grow, eventually blossoming into the bloody conflict that would divide the nation once more, the American Civil War. The Mexican-American War was a defining moment in history, a clash of empires with lasting consequences. It remains a complex and controversial chapter, one that continues to spark debate and ignite curiosity. Thanks for joining us on this journey through the Mexican-American War. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like and subscribe for more exciting dives into history. Let us know in the comments what other historical conflicts you'd like to see explored next.